Hello everyone, I would like to welcome you to another Team Fitness video short on body composition change. I'll start with a disclaimer. Nothing contained on this site is intended to provide healthcare advice. Should you have any healthcare related questions, please call or see your physician or other healthcare provider. Consult your physician or healthcare provider before beginning any weight loss or weight maintenance program. I did change one word in this last sentence, that being realistic, so I feel that these results are realistic, but remember, individual results will still vary. And unlike the situation I'm going to present here where AJ has lost body fat, in Carolyn's situation she put on quite a bit of lean mass, and that she had a propensity to do. From what I've seen in the industry, coming down in percent body fat when you're at a higher percent body fat is just a little bit easier than adding lean mass to an already lean frame and someone that's well trained. So I'll just say that these are realistic. Again, individual results will vary, but these changes are very doable. This is AJ in November of 2014. I don't have any measurements or numbers on her to date. She doesn't like getting on the scale, which is fine. We do have an IDEXA set up for her. At the end of April, if she wishes to share that information, she can. This is AJ in March of 2015. What she has told me is that her clothes are falling off of her and just moving around with less weight is easier. Why? She really had no other choice. What we see in the business oftentimes, when people commit to change, when they finally make that change and stick with it long term through thick or thin, they've essentially gotten to a point internally where they're just sick of where they are with themselves. And it could be the way they look in the mirror, naked, with clothes, in public. It could be the way they feel. Doing things they used to do now get them out of breath. They can't keep up with their friends anymore. They can't enjoy the things they like to do in life. It could be the way their clothes fit. It could be a recent doctor's appointment that shows increasing blood pressure, increasing risks of cardiovascular disease, cancer. It could be blood glucose going up. It could be they've just turned diabetic. It could be their knees are killing them, their back's killing them. They're just simply out of shape, and the weight is taking its toll long term. All the inflammation and all the joint related loading issues is just taking its toll. And that's when people finally say, if I want a retirement that's going, if let alone being able to work to retirement, if I want a retirement that's going to be fruitful, I need to change now and I need to stick with it. And at age 51, that's basically where AJ was. This is a side-by-side comparison and just a really simple note on how did she do this. Basically cut out sugar from her diet. She reduced her carbohydrate intake to match her energy needs, and she manages her portion sizes. So now she's aware of how much she eats. She doesn't starve herself. She doesn't have any issues with food cravings. She enjoys the food that she likes. She just manages the carbohydrates. She's cut out the simple sugar, and she manages the portion sizes. No special products, no packaged products. Trains with Team Fitness 2 to 3 days a week when she's in town. She is executive legal counsel for a large corporation. She is very busy, travels a lot of stress in her life. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge. She does have a real life like many of my clients do. So it's always difficult when you're on the road a lot to maintain a prudent dietary intake. But there's so much technology out there and apps available that if you're committed to it, it can be done. I want to thank Dr. Jackie Buell at The Ohio State University. She's a sports dietitian. She handles all my nutritional consults. And I have clients that are on higher carb diets, lower carb diets, everything in between. Some are into performance, others need weight loss. Dr. Buell handles all this. She runs the IDEXA in sports medicine, and this is my baseline testing for just about every client, male or female, but particularly for middle-aged and older females, I like to make sure that we don't have bone density issues. It's also a very accurate body composition. It gives us regional body composition, so we can tell what's going on in one limb versus the other, versus the trunk versus one arm versus the other, and also data points at the wrist, hip, and spine on density, bone density. If anyone would like more information on the IDEXA, please visit the mmteamfitness.com website. You go to my home page and then click on MM Nutrition, and this page here will appear. There's some imaging PDFs from real IDEXAs and has some timelines on body composition changes, and then there's a text article on the IDEXA process and what's necessary. And at the bottom of this page, not pictured, is a contact for Dr. Beal. You can email her and set up an IDEXA appointment with her. I'd like to thank everybody for listening in on this short video. We'll have another one coming up soon. Thank you.